you respond to someone when they're mad at you? It's a tough question because they can bring a lot of emotion at you. Well, first of all, recognize that we typically have two different kinds of responses, and both of them are pretty wrong. One, we tend to defend ourselves, right? We tend to defend ourselves. That's not my fault. You shouldn't be mad at me. The other is we try and soothe, right? I'm so sorry you feel this way. Like, what did I do wrong? What can I do differently? Neither of these responses is really great though, because underlying both of them is us taking responsibility for their emotions, for their anger. We defend and we say, hey, I didn't do that. You shouldn't feel that way. I'm taking responsibility for your emotions and telling you not to have them. The second one, I try and soothe. Oh, you feel that way. I'm sorry I did that. Again, I'm taking responsibility for your emotions. Neither of those are okay because here's the thing. You are not responsible for someone else's emotions. You're responsible for your actions. You might even be responsible for the impact of your actions, but they are responsible for their emotional reaction. So the first thing you need to remember when someone comes at you mad is that they are responsible for their emotions and you're responsible for yours. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't engage in a really productive conversation with them, and here's some ideas about what you can do. First, think about acknowledging their reaction. I can see that you're really angry. I can see that what I have done has contributed to that anger for you, right? I can acknowledge your reaction without necessarily taking responsibility for it. Second, thank them for sharing it. You can't resolve problems unless you start talking about them. So if someone is angry at you and they come to tell you about that, you should honor that. You should affirm that. You should say, thank you. I know this is difficult. I can tell these are really strong feelings for you. And I am grateful that you would come and share them with me. And third, ask them for their way forward, right? You don't have to solve this problem. I can tell you're really mad. What would be some suggestions of things that would help us move forward on that? Finally, one last idea. It's always the tricky one. What do you apologize for and what don't you apologize for? Right? We need to take ownership and responsibility for our actions and the impact they have. And if an apology is warranted, make it. But sometimes someone's gotten mad and you don't think you have anything to apologize for. In those cases, don't. What you can do is express sincere regret or even sorrow that something has caused a drawdown on the relationship. I can tell that what's happened here is drawing down on our relationship, and for that, I'm really sorry. So again, take responsibility for your emotions, but don't take responsibility for theirs, and you'll be much more able to calmly, coolly, and productively engage when someone is mad at you. Thanks for watching. Visit cruciallearning.com/saythat for more tips and resources for how to speak up when it matters most.